Ladies and gentlemen, it is a good day. Not only is it the beginning of Season 3, which means, as you can obviously see by the screen, we have a bunch of new stuff, but on top of all of that, my new PC is working, I've got my camera back, we have the best possible quality, and I'm going to be bringing you a bunch of videos all day. So in this video, the first thing that I do in any season is we go through all of the microtransactions, the battle pass, and talk about what is worth it, what isn't worth your money, and what you can actually get within the battle pass. Now, I'm also going to have a video coming later today talking about what everything that changed is in Season 3, but this video is just about the microtransactions, just about the battle pass. And there's a lot of stuff to talk about with Season 3, so let's just dive into it. So first off, as you guys know, with the battle pass, it is 100 tiers. It costs 1,000 COD points to buy the battle pass, and once you've completed all of the levels, you actually can earn 1,300 COD points. So you can actually make COD points by buying the pass. Now, what they want you to do is spend 2,400 COD points and get the battle pass with, on top of that, 20 tiers, which we're going to talk about that in a minute. But if you do that, you get an extra 20 tiers. You start off at level 20 and you can level up a little bit faster. Now, you may be wondering why you would want to do that. Essentially, it is for the new weapons that are in the game, and we'll get there. So to start off, when you get the battle pass, the very first thing that you're going to unlock is this skin for Alex. He's wearing sunglasses, he's wearing a balaclava, looking a little bit sneaky, and on top of that, if you go down and look at him, he is also missing a leg, just like we've seen in his other skins as well. So that doesn't change with his skins. On top of that, there is a new Igor skin. He has decided to go tarps off for Season 3, and we've talked about it. It kind of looks like Joseph Allen from Modern Warfare 2 with the various tattoos that actually match some of Joseph Allen's tattoos, but don't worry, we'll have a video in the future talking about that. Now, on top of this, you also get something new, a vehicle skin. So vehicle skins can be unlocked for any vehicles. I'm guessing in the future they're also going to be in bundles, but as of right now, they're just in the battle pass. And of course, you get some double XP as well. And that is all just for buying the battle pass. On top of all of that, you unlock the tiers. So the first thing that you unlock is a blueprint for the Desert Eagle. After this, you have your normal things like calling cards, double weapon XP, emblems, but then we get into some cooler stuff like knives. And then at level 8, you unlock your first primary weapon blueprint, which I believe is for the Ram 7. As you can see, it kind of looks a little bit different there. Interesting looking blueprint. Definitely not one of my favorite ones. After this, at level 10, you unlock another character skin, and then the next interesting thing we have is at level 15. This is when we get the first new weapon to the game. It is called the Eddy, and basically it's just a pistol. Now, you can unlock a 3-round burst and a Kimbo for this weapon, and then it kind of acts like the Rathikas from Modern Warfare 2, which, of course, a lot of people love. After this, at rank 18, you unlock the Mighty Mo. This is obviously for an LMG, as we're seeing here, completely blacked out, looking pretty good. At rank 19, you unlock a new skin for Thorn, and you may notice that when you unlock these, they also unlock some challenges as well, where you can earn some other things for that character as well. Voice lines, quips, and even in some circumstances, finishing moves. Now, at rank 20, we have something pretty cool. It's called the Top Dog. Now, before this, the only way that your character could have a dog was if you played as Talon and you had Indiana beside you. Now, guess who's in the game? None other than Riley. Yes, once again, he is back with the Top Dog finishing move, and you can actually use this with any character, which is pretty cool. I'm curious to see if they add more dogs, if this is going to be the only one, if other operators are going to have individual dogs specifically for them, but it's a cool start nonetheless. After this, at rank 21, you get the Jerboa. This one is obviously for the FAMAS here. Once again, a relatively straightforward kind of desert camo on this one. Of course, you've got some weapon charms in there as well. And then we have our next vehicle skin. So, like I said, these are on all vehicles. They can be on helicopters, they can be on ATVs, and as we're seeing here, this one is obviously on like the Land Rover kind of thing. After this, we have one of my favorite things in the entire battle pass. This is called the Boomslang, and I believe this one's for the AX50, and this one, in my opinion, looks really cool. You have that gold barrel. Looking pretty dope, not gonna lie, on this weapon. At rank 30, you have another character skin, and what I should really say about these kind of more realistic characters is that all of them that you're gonna see in this battle pass that are kind of like these more realistic ones are not for an individual character. They're for the default characters, so they're not for Alex or Ghost or anything like that, even though there are some that are for that, but these more realistic ones are all for the default characters, and you're gonna see actual things that you'd kind of see in real life, like, as we're gonna see later, a police officer. And then after that, at 31, you have kind of the weapon that everyone's going to be going for, which is the SKS. Now, this is a semi-automatic marksman rifle. It is not really a sniper rifle. The best comparison would either be to the Dragunov or a slower firing FAL that has more recoil. So I'm not sure what this thing is going to be like once it has attachments on it, but you're really going to need to reduce that recoil for this thing to be any good. After this, of course, we have more watches. This one almost kind of looking like a little bit of a Rolex kind of thing going on here, an actual dress watch, whereas normally they're kind of like tactical watches. Then at rank 35, you have a black spa. Again, a lot of these just kind of have black camos on them, nothing too fancy. At 38, another one of my favorite variants or blueprints. This one is for the MP5, so you can actually get some pretty solid use out of this one. But this one's called the cover-up, and it literally looks like they just put whiteout all over the gun. Apparently, this is a thing that they actually do in the military. They were telling us about this when we were at Infinity Ward one time. I would have never have guessed that, but I will say, it looks pretty cool. At 39, we have another vehicle skin, and then at 40, we have the quick draw skin. This one is, of course, for D-Day. And of course, in this skin, as you can see, he's a police cowboy. Then at rank 42, we get the Greenhorn. This is a shotgun blueprint. As you can see here, this one's kind of got a forest camo going on this bad boy. Then we have another one of my favorite skins. This one's called the Chupacabra. This one is for an LMG, as you're seeing here. And this one's kind of like red, gold, and black. I really, really, really like red camos. I think you're going to notice that the more we do these videos. It's just, I really like the red camos. More skins at rank 50. And then going into 51, we have the Rampage. This one is obviously for the MP5. And this one looks pretty interesting, to say the least. As you can see, it has Rampage kind of almost written in blood on the side of it, and it's kind of different than anything we've seen before with some of the weapons. They tend to lean a little bit more realistic, but of course we've seen some pink and other camos that aren't quite as realistic, and we will see some of those throughout this. Then at rank 55, you unlock the Beefeater. This one, again, pretty different than anything we've seen before, more leaning towards the wood side of things on the weapon. This one's kind of a cluster, though. Like, you can see that it also has the desert stock, it has some wood, it has some gold on it, kind of just has a little bit of everything. Then at rank 59, we have the Chuckwalla. I think I'm saying that right. This is a skin for the Bison. Nothing too fancy here, just a little bit worn with some different attachments on it. Then you get a nice Burger Town skin. This one is for Rodion. This one actually makes his character look relatively different, kind of younger than he does otherwise, and honestly, it's pretty good. A watch, some more calling cards, and then at rank 65, we have the Mow Down. This is, of course, for the P90, relatively straightforward, just greened out camo on this one. At rank 70, we have a skin that's kind of similar to some things that we've seen in the campaign with this kind of police skin, kind of matching what actually Kyle Garrick wore in the Piccadilly mission. Then at 71, we have the Sand Sweeper. Again, another pretty straightforward weapon. This one I believe is for the AK here, and with this one it kind of just looks like a sandy camo on the weapon. At rank 75, you unlock a skin that kind of makes your truck look like it's gonna be going in some races, which is pretty cool. I don't even know how to say this one. The Zircol, I don't know, it looks like it's for the Holger. Once again, really straightforward, just kind of a sandy camo, similar to what we're seeing. A lot of black camos, a lot of sandy camos. Then at rank 80, you unlock a new skin for Talon. I actually really like this because it shows you that there is another way to actually unlock Talon other than just buying his bundle. You can level up your battle pass and still unlock him this way. After this, we have the Witching Hour. This is, again, another blacked out weapon. I do think this one looks pretty good, though. Once again, this is a sniper rifle, as you're seeing here. Then at 85, you have the Guard 1. This one is, once again, a handgun, and pretty straightforward. You have the wood handle, nothing too special on that. At rank 89, you have the Mudmire. This is a shotgun weapon blueprint. Once again, greened out, similar to what we've been seeing with a lot of other weapons. And then most importantly, at rank 90, it appears as though Mara has gone to see a doctor. She's not sick. As you can see, she got a buff in Season 3, a big one. I guess technically 2 big ones. Okay, I'm done now, but seriously, just looking at this is more action than I've got since the beginning of this quarantine. Moving on to rank 93, this is an interesting one. You can unlock a black Tamagotchi, which is interesting because I thought that this was going to be only available through bundles, and as we can clearly see now, you can get it from the battle pass, which I think is pretty cool. After this, we have a new blueprint for the Uzi that's called All That Glitters. relatively straightforward. It doesn't actually look that glittery to me, but that's the name of it. But then moving on to rank 100. At rank 100, you're first of all going to unlock another skin for Alex. This is kind of more along the lines of what we've seen in the promotional material with his missing leg. He just kind of his war uniform, more like it. And then you also get the utility tool. This is a pretty cool variant. Probably the best looking variant out of the entire battle pass. And of course, it's unlocked at rank 100. And also, you get a green helicopter. Blue, teal. Teal. We'll go with teal. You get a teal helicopter. So to answer the question, is the battle pass worth it? I think this one's pretty straightforward. Whenever it comes to the battle pass, the fact that you actually can earn more Call of Duty points than you spend is really good. I don't personally see the point of buying the extra tiers. I'm personally going to play enough just to level it up. Don't get distracted. I know Mara's on screen. So I personally would buy it and just not buy the extra tiers. Pretty straightforward. But if you are buying the extra tiers, that's up to you. The one reason you would want to is so you can level it up a little bit quicker and get those new weapons before anyone else has their hands on them. Of course, the big one of the two is the SKS, which as you're seeing here is unlocked at level 31. But there's also more than that. There's also a lot of new store items. Now, the main store items that you're going to see here are the Sentinel Bundle, which actually has a pretty cool skin. We also have the Executive Armory 5, which has a bunch of gold weapons. I actually think all of these look pretty damn good. We got the M4, you got the R90, which is really good in Warzone, and then on top of that, you also have the MP5. So pretty much some of the best guns in the game, all in one bundle, and they're all looking pretty cool. That's probably some of the best bang for your buck as far as blueprints goes. And then there's also a bunch of just other random stuff. We're not going to go through the whole thing. For example, the Tacticolor has some new weapons in that one. There's a Panda, and there's just a bunch of different new blueprints in here as well. We're not going to go through all of them, like I said, but there is a plenty of new stuff in Season 3, so just check it out. For the most part, I would say we're not really getting ripped off here. If you want the new weapons, you can just play the game, level up your battle pass, and get them. Nothing really is too expensive, and compared to what we saw in Black Ops 4, I think Infinity Ward's kind of knocking it out of the park with the microtransactions. But if you disagree, you can feel free to let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button. It is always appreciated. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, as it is the best way to stay up to date on all of my videos. And that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, peace out.
Listen.